have you struggled with confidence or self-worth or feeling not enough? If you have, you are in the right place. I had in my past, and I am going to share a very simple tip with you today that is crucial and is free that you can implement in your life right now to start building up your confidence muscle. And your confidence muscle, by the way, is really built upon a key ingredient, which is self-trust. There's a if you can trust yourself, so really if you can build up your self-trust muscle, you will gain more confidence. And I have a little tool for you, and it's something I do with every coaching client at the beginning of our call, which is celebrating your wins. But you can literally do this by yourself, and I'm going to explain why and how and all that good stuff. So I used to struggle with confidence really bad for years, and the not enough thing. And I am the type of person that in my past, I valued, and I still have to be on top of this because I still slip back into this, but I valued my productivity, and that was where my self-worth lied. And so I would literally do my little tasks, go from task to task to task, and not pause, not acknowledge what I just did, and simply move on. And you know what that is? That will create a recipe for burnout. And I would say it even creates more of not enough syndrome, because you are never feeling like it's enough and you're tired and exhausted. So that's my story. And I had heard about celebrating wins and all this stuff. I'm assuming years ago. I'm assuming I've heard of it. And it never resonated with me because I think I just didn't know it would work. And it seemed silly. It didn't seem like important to do. And then I will tell you what, when I began to implement this little tool in my life changed. And it didn't change like overnight probably, but it's as I said, it's like building up a muscle. But it did immediately give me a different perspective. And so I want to share this with you because I'm hoping that you can implement this simple thing into your life as well. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. Of course you can, okay, so let me just say, you can accomplish a task or get out of your comfort zone, or go do something, some kind of a challenge, right? You could do something, and then what I would hope you would do is pause before going to the next thing and acknowledging yourself with some positive self-talk, or like just saying like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. That's amazing. But what I really like to do is actually write it down. There's something about the act of writing it that it's using your muscle, and I think it's going more into your brain because you're using that mind-body connection. So I highly suggest writing it down, or telling someone that you love, like your significant other or a best friend, or maybe you're in a Facebook group or something, like maybe you have create a support system. Like I said, I don't make them, but I have my clients. That's how we start our calls. My coaching clients, I usually create space first. So we'll maybe do a couple deep breaths and just set the tone for the call. But the next step is always, tell me your wins. I want to celebrate with them, but I also want them to get into the habit of acknowledging themselves. And you know what? Every single one of them, every single client I've ever had tells me that little simple step has helped them build their self-confidence. It's so simple. And you can do this for yourself. I do this for myself. And one kind of fun thing that I like to do is I like to pick a day. And like, for example, what I do is on Fridays, I have it pre-written in my date book. I'm old school and I have a handwritten date book. And on Fridays, I have blocked out, it says celebrate. And then I literally write down all the things that I want to celebrate. And it could be big or small. And I really want to emphasize size doesn't matter. I'll tell you, something really tiny to somebody else, like, might be huge for you. So, for example, I used to be, and I still go through phases where I don't want to post on Instagram. Ugh, it's like, I don't feel like it. And for a while there, I was like, no, I don't want to be so hung up on that. Oh, perfect example, this right here. I just started doing these YouTube videos. This is, this is not a big deal for some people. Posting on any kind of social media might not be a big deal for some people. For me, it's a very big deal. Okay. So for me, this is a win right here, right now. What I'm doing right now is a win. I will be writing this down in my date book on Friday that I posted a video. For me, that's a big deal. And so I suggest if you want to do what I'm doing is pick a day. Friday's kind of fun because it's the beginning of the weekend. It's the end of the week, to write them down. And if you want to take it a step further, you can actually do something fun, like, to celebrate all the wins that you accomplished. But if you can get in the habit of not just moving from task to task to task, you are going to, and let me go back, and instead take a pause, take a breath, and go, wow, look what I did. And then at the end of the week, if you want to do it like me, write all your wins down. Or if you have a coach, tell them, or if you want to tell your best friend or your loved ones or somebody you trust, a partner. It is so amazing because I'll tell you what happens. Your confidence does improve because you are building up that muscle, because you are telling your brain, I can trust myself. I'm giving myself, well, you're not actually telling yourself this, but this is what's happening is you're telling yourself, there was something challenging, big or small. I did it. And now I'm acknowledging that. I hope that makes sense to you. It's almost like if you haven't done it, it might not resonate. Like I had to actually start doing this to realize, oh my gosh, that's what I needed. I needed to build up my own self-trust and self-worth within myself to build up my confidence. So this is the easiest way you can do it. I'm hoping that this is making sense to you. And you can call this whatever you want to call it. So when I'm working with my coaching clients, we call it wins. I say, tell me all your wins. You might want to use the word acknowledgements. You might not like the word wins. You might want to call it celebrations. I've had people call it celebrations. I call it celebrations to myself, like on my Friday thing, it says celebrate. So you get to use whatever word you want to use. But the main thing is that you do it. Okay? I hope that this helped. I hope it made sense. It's so important, and it's so simple that you might think, oh, I don't need to do that. I'm telling you, please try it. Do me a favor. Try it this week. come back and tell me how it went. I want to know. And if you already do this, please let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're going to try it or if you've already done it and if it works for you. Okay? I'm so glad that you're here today with me. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press like, and I would love if you subscribe to this channel so I can provide you more content. Feel free to let me know if there's anything else you want me to make videos on. I'm gonna keep them coming, and I wish you all the best. I hope you're having a great week so far.